I'm dreaming of this. Hey, let's go. Welcome back. Appreciate y'all tuning in to this edition of Life Talk Podcast, baby. With your boy Nell Speaking Life, aka Nels, the Life Speaker, your neighborhood biggest hope dealer. You heard? And we got my boy. At this point, no introductions needed. You know what I'm saying? He's part of the cast now at this point, you know what I mean? But we back for a third episode.
We here, running it up, your boy Juice.
Your boy Juice.
You know we here.
Your boy Juice. What's up, cuzzo?
How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good, my boy.
Me too.
Glad you back in the house one more again. How things been going with you?
Everything is solid. Ain't no complaints. And if there was, I'm still not complaining. Cause it's on the up, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just with life period though, it's
Yeah.
treating you well.
Yeah.
A lot of things going on today.
Yeah.
Got to check in with your peoples. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff going on. You don't never know what anybody's going through. Check on your family. Check on your close ones. Check on different ones, man. Check out their well-being, mentally, physically, the whole nine. Anyways, appreciate y'all coming back, tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all been enjoying the content thus far. Still working on different moves with this, getting different points of views from different aspects of walks of life, you know what I'm saying? So tune in for those next episodes with different people. But right now we got your boy Juice one more again. And we're gonna talk about something a little serious. You know what I'm saying? Something that a lot of communities deal with. I'm not gonna say it's just us talking about blacks, but I think it's definitely an ongoing issue. You make your mind up whether it's a problem or it's not a problem, but it is definitely an issue one way or another. And what I'm talking about is family secrets. Family secrets. Just off rip, just bringing that title out to you. What's the first thing that pops up in your head?
Can't tell you 'cause it's a secret. Like the first thing that pops in my head is family.
That was a good one. That was a good one, by the way.
Legit family.
I like that one.
Thank you. That's
You know
legit
what I'm
family
saying?
secrets.
This nigga corny.
I'm just being telling the facts. I can't tell you. First thing that popped in my head because it's like, dang, that is a family secret. And then sometimes family secrets, they're good to a certain degree. But you know.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I was like wondering if you felt the same way. For one thing, it needs to be more discussions of this, period. It's a lot of people that have the same thought, thinking the same way, but don't know how to project it, you know what I'm saying? And platforms like this opens up the comfort and availability of doing so. And talking about something that's tough talking to your family about at that time. Nobody wants to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna talk about it. Yeah, so I personally think kind of what you said to a degree, and we're gonna break down what that degree is, where it might be okay, and then the line that is crossed where it's definitely not okay. But yeah, we gonna be right back with it. Let's go. So, Juice. This dude. It's a stand-up guy right here, man. But He a funny dude without trying to be funny. I don't never know if he being funny or
Being serious,
you know what I'm saying.
I'm locked in.
That's just my dude, man. But
in.
100 grand though, 100 grand all day.
I'm locked in.
Without. All right, let's do this. Let's first off get that out the way. When you say to a degree, where's that before line? Where is, generally speaking, what makes it, to that point? What I mean is, give me some scenarios of what is good, acceptable, or what should be.
I want to say these even situations that are like unacceptable. It's more along the lines of like their family secrets that are kept away from children because of their age. When it comes about their parents pass or grandparents pass or things like that, there's things that are kept away from children because of how they were raised and their biological parents. And until they get to a certain age, some people might be like, all right, boom, like I'm technically their uncle, but I raised them as my child because something happens to their parents when they were infant. When is the right age to tell them? It's a family secret for a period of time. There's definitely be a family secret while they get nurtured, and then they 2 and 3, but then by the time they're 4 and 5, when is the appropriate age to be like, this is what happened? Do you wait till they're 10? Do you wait till they're 10? Because the longer you wait, the worse it is. So when is the appropriate age to ask something like that? That's another one. There's multiple different ones. It just really just depends. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I that one that you just brought up about there being, if it's a case in point where a child did lose their biological parents and the family chose to take them in, and like you said you're an uncle, but you raised them as your children. I actually know personally some scenarios that were like that. And I would say in both situations it didn't end up coming out the right way. Comes down to like an age that you might tell them. How do you, well, I think it's gonna be hard no matter when that secret is revealed to the child. It's just, you got to think something that you've been dealing with as your reality that fabric gets broken, and especially if it's a long time that you've been under that illusion, so-called. It's gonna be a problem where it's gonna cause some conflict. So it's a tough state regardless, you know what I'm saying? But those type of secrets, people get to the point where, and I've seen it in several situations, where they might get to the point and saying, all right, I'm gonna tell so-and-so that I'm not their biological mother when they hit 12, 13. That time comes and they still don't want to tell them. Then either later on they feel like, okay, I got away with this long, why don't we just leave well enough good? And then it comes out somehow, whether it be from another family member, you know what I'm saying, dealing with just information you find out later on, like, you wind up having to go to the hospital and you find out that the person you thought was your parent isn't a match for when it should be a match, you know what I'm saying, blood type or whatever, you know what I'm saying, then the question is raised. So it's like, why'd you lie to me? You know what I mean? But that's a good example of, like, if it's done right, which I don't know what would be right, but I think personally, soon as the child becomes of age of any type of understanding, that they should be told. Whether they get the full concept of it or not, they'll grow into it, but they'll always remember that they were told that. It won't be a shock to them when you finally just hit them off. You just changed their whole world in one moment by telling them something that they thought was their reality for all their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What's another case, Juice?
There's plenty more. It could be something where it comes to you protecting your identity because of health reasons. When I health reason, I mean danger. So let's say someone has to change their name and their identity because their parents were in the FBI. We're not going to say assassins, we'll say FBI because of legal reasons. Or let's say they were assassins. Let's say depending on what country they lived in, they were like high up, classified,
They were
military,
just classified.
government.
Yeah, I got you.
Different levels. And it's like you have to, like, it's a family secret, but everyone knows in the family that John and Tina stay in Wisconsin because it's not safe for them to live here. Because if that information fell into the wrong hands.
Yeah,
You know?
then they can put themselves in jeopardy.
That's definitely a family secret, you know?
Okay, so I guess in that case you could say the same thing for a witness protection program.
Yeah, but it's past that. It's past witness protection. Yeah. It sounds like a movie, but it really a lot of
that's like legit stuff, bro. I mean, I get it. I mean, all right, that's one of those. Yeah, I kept it secret because it literally will it might save your life.
Yeah.
It might save my family's life. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's do this. Let's talk about some of the ones that take it past that point. The ones that cross that line, those secrets.
Where's the line? What you mean cross those lines?
Oh, just a line that there's no scenario of keeping it a secret that will benefit.
That won't benefit anybody?
That will benefit the family.
The secret benefits the family?
No.
It does not benefit the family?
It doesn't benefit.
I won't ever say that.
Because, beneficial, we just talked about a beneficial, which was,
what is
I'm making sure nobody comes after you.
Yeah, but what's benefiting the family if you find out that your grandma and your grandpa aren't just your grandma and your grandpa?
Mm-hmm.
Just say your grandpa took his daughter, which is your mom, and had sex with her, and you growing up, you don't know your grandfather and your father are the same person. I'm talking about real, like the earth is twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know all this is real. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
I know.
A situation with things like that. It's like, how do you tell the family? How does the child? What does the child know? How does that affect that child's mental? You know what I'm saying? Things like that, or even just like, it's a lot of families that have mixed up things happen. Like someone may have slept with someone in the family or this and that, and sometimes they keep things under wraps, just to keep it under wraps, just to not cause commotion. Because when they cause commotion, all hell could break loose.
But that's when it's cliche, but that's saying always wind up happening. What's done in the dark gonna come to the light. And it's almost like, all right, there's some things that people are fortunate enough to take it to the grave.
Uh-huh.
That's a whole.
Yeah.
But when it comes to things of that nature, that if it comes out and it's not, some things can be deflected. It could be thrown off course just a little bit, meaning whatever the secret was could be a direct missile. That Jane's gonna explode, but you could do certain things to divert something like that so that it's not a huge impact. It's gonna impact, but it's not gonna tear up as much as it would if it was a direct hit. So that's in reference to, is it better to keep the secret, take the chance of you making it to the grave with it, or if it comes out, it's a direct hit, or do you soften up the blow, It's not saying it's gonna be easy, not saying turmoil's not gonna come out of it, but is it better to soften up the blow with it being told out of your mouth?
Depends on the situation, the person. It all depends. You have to understand your family and who you're dealing with. Some people are delicate flowers. You can't tell them that I'm not your parent. That'll break them. And sometimes it's like, or you can't be like, well, this happened with Uncle so-and-so or the grandpa. And you have to learn who you're dealing with. Every single person is different. So you got to take the time to really understand the situation.
I agree. You definitely want to, but do you never tell? Like, I mean, maybe certain ages you're watching them and they're like, oh, it's not the right time. They're real sensitive with that. But first of all, I want to say this. That's something too. We do this as humans, and sometimes it's a very strong protective part of us that wants to keep things from hurting somebody. But technically and truthfully, we cannot calculate what people feel and how they'll react to something.
That's facts.
We try to go off experience. We try to say, okay, well, they couldn't deal with this, they couldn't deal with that. But the only person that can make that mind up or make that decision is the person. Because that's where these secrets come from. We feel like we're saving them. We're barricading. We're shielding them from something that we feel would break them. But I think that's the ignorant part of us. I think that's the part that says I can control this situation when you can't. So you have to. Sometimes I feel like you have to let things play out, no matter how bad it is, so that it can be fixed completely. Not a Band-Aid put on, not swept under the rug, not prolonged, but let's go on and get this surgery over and let it heal. It's easier said than done, trust me. I know that.
That's very true.
It's easier said than done, but if we're doing something to help, let's be real. Let's move past the point of just our intellect and go past that point and say what if and the what ifs, because we don't do that enough now, and that's why we got so much. I believe, and this is gonna be a subject that we talk about on another one, but that's where a lot of mental illnesses come from, because people, think about this. Just think about this. You being in a society or a realm of your life where everything is real to you. What you see, what you know is real. Can't nobody take that from you. But then a glass shield is taken off of you, and you looking around like, yo, where am I at? This is, I'm not seeing streets. I'm not seeing cars. I'm not seeing people. What's going on? When you take somebody's reality and manipulate it, you don't know what that would do to somebody's mental. Like, some people can't compute that, because our brains are like computers. Some brains cannot input or compute that type of information. Their wires will break. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's like, is it really worth it? I think the shorter time that you pull that blindfold off, the better. I think it'll take less time to heal, versus think you learning something like that at 8 years old versus learning that at 23.
Yeah.
At 25.
It's a difference.
For the past 20 years, you telling me I didn't know this? Come on, that's like your boy Zeke in Power. You know what I'm saying? Mary J's son, the one that was a basketball star. This nigga did not know he was 4 years older than what he really was.
Oh, that's crazy.
People, my power watchers know about this. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Zeke, bro. Come on, man. Like, that would tear your whole world is like shattered. And you talking about that far, that long that you wait to say something like that isn't gonna. That's where mental illness. A lot of mental illness will happen that way. From those scenarios, when you say, you tell me at 20 something years old that you're not really my parent.
Yeah.
So I mean, we got to do better, man. We got to do better. And I'm not saying it's just black. I think it's in a lot of minority situations. And it's a disease, man, that spreads, bro. Like, you think you're doing something honorable, something that would save, something that will keep your family from getting hurt, but all we doing is making a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
All we doing is making a nuclear bomb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, man, if we really wanna do justice in our families, man, we gotta take back that old way of concealing secret CIA government documents and being totally transparent with our families, man. From experience and from outcomes, we see how that worked. A lot of families got tore up because of that.
Thanks.
A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, relationships got tore up because of those secrets. So that way's not working. It's not working.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not right to the people who need to know these things, bro. Like, as bad of a secret as that scenario you said where the father messed with the daughter and then had her son, he thinking that's his grandfather, but it's really his father. Those type of situations are, bro, they're diabolical, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you would think something that bad is worth keeping a secret. But what happens? See, now we're learning in today's society, when it comes to medical records and fixing issues that people have, so I think really in the factor of this is like, bro, tell the truth, let them deal with it the best way that they know how. If they need help, get them help, get them,
Thanks.
you know what I'm saying? But in this era that we're in right now, it's like you need medical records. You need they need to know who the bloodline is, who the father is, you know what I'm saying? So they can save your life or they can figure out what's wrong with you. But if you got that secret, you wait until you gonna let them die? Now you got to tell them straight up what's going on.
Yeah, then you got to tell them in the middle of that process where they already dealing with something else. It's stacked on top.
It's a done deal. That's what people, they're gonna go into depression, man. You start going into state of depression. You start doing the self-medicating. You know what I'm saying? Then
Very true.
you go into a patch or area of your life that you're in total darkness, and now mental illness seeks in.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Mental illness seeks in. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you can't really judge nobody out here, man, because they look like they got mental things going on. You don't know what they went through. You don't know. They could have been normal 2 years ago. That could be you.
Anything flip.
You know what I'm saying? We like to stay away and laugh or joke, but we don't know what's going on with these people, man.
Thanks.
Life is rough, bro.
Thanks.
Life don't do you right, man, all the time. It don't do people right, man.
Yeah.
You know, in a sense of, you didn't ask for that situation for your mom and your grandfather to. You didn't ask for that. You was born into that, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So it's a rough state, bro. It's a rough state, man. But as far as being able to deal with it as a community, and I say that because we should be teaching, not just get your family right and keep secrets, but pass this knowledge on to your community and let them know, hey, let's get you some help. Let's get your family some help. If y'all got this going on, let's stop it. Let's did it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a plague, man, that's in our communities, bro. Yeah. It's a plague, bro. It's a plague. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
It's just the same. Everyone just views it different. And everyone has their own opinions. It's a very controversial topic, but when it comes to secrets, it's up to you to decide what you want to do what's best for your family. No one else can tell you what to do and what not to do. That's the biggest point I stand on. I know there's certain secrets I'll be like, it is what it is. Other secrets, it is what it is. But then there's also family secrets. To close on my aspect, there are family secrets to protect the family's dignity. Like, someone could have been a drug addict, and we don't know how they passed. They probably don't need to know. The immediate family know. The outside family don't know. Just the immediate family might know in that house that it was an overdose. But no one else in the world knows it was an overdose. Just keep that person's dignity. You know what I'm saying? It's levels, so,
No, I see what you're saying with that. I mean, and that's not really something that could really, it's
a family secret.
Okay, so this is my own. I know exactly what you're saying, and I really agree to an extent. This is the only thing. Nothing is 100% secret proof. That's what you got to remember. So even if it's something that you think is a small lie or a small situation that really wouldn't, it snowballs. You know what I'm saying? So like in the case of that person passing by overdose and the rest of the family don't know, if somebody for some freak reason gets a hold of the medical records for whatever reason and they say overdose and they come back to you, now you got conflict. That's why I say it's you really have to like direct yourself spiritually, man, because your logic may not be complete logic,
You do have to get spiritual with it, but there's many aspects when it comes to family secrets, and that's just why I stand on with it. It's definitely different aspects. Everybody has their own different views, and there's certain situations that I might justify as in like I understand where you're coming from, and certain ones I won't not.
Mm-hmm.
So it's per person, per case, everything different. So it just goes by the situation.
Would you ever keep a secret from your kids?
If it need be, if the right situation kept need be, yeah, I would. That doesn't mean they would never know, but there's certain situations, certain time periods. They just always it's you lead by whatever faith you believe in, and then you take from your faith to like really adjust to the situation. Like there's certain situations where you just got to keep certain things from your kids till they're ready. You know what I'm saying? It's certain levels, but you just have to keep in your mind to not forget what they need to know. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone learns about even basic outside of family secrets certain ways. Like you got to keep their innocence to a certain degree, to a certain point they might need to know at a certain age. Like you said, once that mental comes to a certain point. You telling a baby sitting there while you holding it like your mom.
Yeah.
They're not gonna comprehend it. And then even at 2 or 3, they may not mentally be able to take it at that point. Or some are. It's just dealing with that person. So like there's potential I'm gonna have to. But I would just pray for discernment in the situation. I would just pray for the leadership in that situation to take the right hold of the situation and find the right best outcome. I feel that I'm led to.
You got to. That has to be something nobody can tell you how to handle that situation. Yeah. That has to be a personal mode that you have to go in and say, I'm willing to deal with this. I'm willing to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But you should definitely think about all the aspects that revolve around that issue. I think you should definitely take the approach of breaking down all the mathematical answers that can come out of that. You know what I'm saying? And if you're willing to deal with it, if you're willing to, hey, then do what you do. Like you said, each one is on a person-to-person basis. You have to live with whatever you're holding.
The choices, yeah.
Your you're holding
Yeah.
in. Man, we definitely already been on a half hour, man. Conversations like this can get so deep and interesting to the fact that we can go a while with it, you know what I'm saying? But, we can always do other parts, other segments, man.
We will.
You can't solve something like this in one push anyway.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
that's something we need to lock in on as a community, man. So you definitely haven't heard the last from us on this, you know what I'm saying? And you guys in the comments, I would love for y'all to put your input, your thoughts on family secrets and what you think is ideal for families to do, or what you would do in your situation.
Yeah.
We here for it, you know what I mean? Definitely like you to tap in and everything, man. So appreciate you. Definitely coming true again, my boy.
Yeah.
Always, you already know. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? Giving us y'all time.
Appreciate the love.
You could be anywhere else, but you here with us. You know what I mean? But look out for the next one. We definitely coming with some more content.
Definitely keeping them coming.
Hey, subscribe, share, like. Not necessarily in that order, but do them all. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it.
Sir.
And man, we'll definitely lock in with y'all, man. Y'all definitely have a good one. Protect your peace. If I had something to say today, it'd be protect your peace, man.
Protect your peace.
Protect your peace.
Like
You take it for what it is.
Like
It's your boy Nels speaking life, aka Nels, the life speaker, your neighborhood's neighborhood biggest hope dealer.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
And my boy
we here is rocking out. I appreciate y'all all the times y'all.
Jay the Juice Man.
Oh nah, we don't do that. We don't do none of that.
Hey man, we love y'all. We out, man. We'll catch you on the next one, man.
Yes,
I'm dreaming of this, I'm dreaming of that. A matter of fact, I'm dreaming of new, I'm dreaming of bliss. Dreaming of I'm dreaming